There are three main ways AI can change education right now, and in these past few weeks, I couldn't help but wonder what will happen in the future. Will we become super smart human beings, or extremely stupid instead? Hello guys, this is Tropical Rat, with more human-made content, and today I'll tell you how AI can change education and help it, rather than making it worse. It is quite common nowadays to see students using ChatGPT to help them with anything, and when I say help, I mean help. By giving them all of the answers or literally creating an entire essay in just a few seconds. So it's no wonder that some students become over-reliant on AI to help them complete their assessments, just so that they can have more time to watch TikTok afterwards. But what if it didn't have to be this way? What if AI could help us become smarter by making students actually learn instead of copying answers? Thankfully, while I was doing my research, I found out that somebody else was already making the same questions. And that someone, or rather group, is UNESCO themselves. According to them, AI could speed up the pathway to give good quality education for everyone. And thinking of that, they wrote an entire book about it, named AI in Education: Guidance for Policymakers, with the goal of giving guidance for the best use of AI in education for future professionals in the field. After reading it, I will now share with you 3 ways AI will help education. And we'll start with... I don't know about you guys, but at least for me during my school days, classes were super boring. Having to wake up early feeling like a zombie, only to then sit on a chair for multiple hours and be expected to pay attention and be engaged in class. For some people, that could be normal and doable, but for other students like me, with ADHD or different personalities and ways to function, it's simply not productive. And this is where AI comes in. Among other things, AI could actually provide a more customized learning experience for each student based on what makes them more engaged. Are you mostly a visual learner? AI will take care of that by creating more imagery for you. Maybe you learn better by writing or listening to a specific kind of language use, and in that case, AI could create a better environment for you to learn. Applying this on a classroom could be challenging, of course, but how do we know if the current model of teaching is even going to exist in the future? With the advancement of AI and more people using it to complete homework and assessments, it would be silly to think that we would follow the same conventional school model forever. People are now online more than ever before, especially after the pandemic. So by having a more personalized learning experience to each student, we can help them acquire more knowledge and be smarter. AI could be there to help them out whenever they need, with 24/7 support. And speaking of support, we all have doubts when we're trying to learn something. And even though we have internet nowadays to give us all of the answers we need, sometimes we want to get the help from a teacher or a tutor. But they are people as well. They need rest and time for themselves. But if that's the case, how do we get the help we need on our homework or assessments? Well, you guessed it. From AI, of course. Since AI doesn't have the same needs as humans, it can be there to help you out 24/7. So whenever you have a specific problem that you can't solve yourself, AI will help you out, whenever you need. However, I know what you're thinking. But isn't the problem with AI now the fact that it gives you all of the answers with no effort? Yes, and that's exactly why we need a specific AI designed to actually help you, and not give you all of the answers. This AI would analyze your questions and even way of thinking to then show you how it's done, which in fact has already been made possible as shown on the TED Talk by Sal Khan, an American educator and founder of Khan Academy. He successfully implemented an AI assistant in his learning platform that not only doesn't give the student the answers with no effort, but also understands why the student is making mistakes, in turn teaching them properly. It's really fascinating actually, and I recommend you watch it if you're interested. But stick with me here first, we still haven't talked about the third point, which is... As I said previously, teachers need their own time to rest too, and there's only so much a human being can do by themselves without getting burned out. So you can imagine how tough it is for them to keep up with multiple students at once. Undoubtedly, the quality of teaching might suffer because of that, and it's not the teacher's fault. However, with AI, we can provide them with a great tool to keep track of their students and learning plans. Not only this increases the teacher's efficiency, but it also helps the students with a more structured learning plan. Adding to that, teachers won't be so burned out with so much to do at once. Seems like a win scenario for everyone, doesn't it? Since AI can get more information on each student's identity and preferences, this could also play a major role on giving professors an overall better understanding of their class, and therefore working accordingly to what is best for everyone. In the long term, this affects the education system as a whole, and I wouldn't be surprised if we came up with different teaching methods that work in conjunction with AI. However, this will only happen if we truly understand the possibilities of AI in education, and if we're responsible about it. Regardless of all of these positive reasons AI will help students and teachers out, we should still be cautious. There's much that could happen that's negative if we're not careful. Companies could use AI for collecting student data for marketing reasons, students could become more lazy because of AI, and AI could focus too much on accomplished goals rather than student individuality or ambitions, which would not reward creativity. There is no denying though, AI is here to stay, and it will change our lives in many areas, including education. Only the AI education field alone is currently worth more than $5 billion, and it's estimated to be worth $32 billion by 2030. So we'll need to make sure we use AI properly and responsibly. After all, this is our future we're talking about. The next generation will create the new world for us to live in. Do we want smart individuals with creative and unique ideas, free minds, to help us build a better place for all of us, or less competent adults that have been exploited by AI and feel trapped, for never have been given the opportunity to be themselves? The choice is ours, and we need to make it now. With all that said, I'd like to thank you for watching the video. It felt right to share some of the information about this whole thing, so I hope you liked it. Naturally, there is a lot more that I'm not talking about here, and if you're interested in the subject and want to know more, I highly recommend that you read the book I talked about. It's free for anyone to read, and I'll leave the link in the description. As I said, this is human-made content. I do not use AI for the creation of any of my videos, so if you appreciate what I am doing here, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. That helps me a lot. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this. I'll be happy to read it. Until next time, sayonara.